Hello and welcome to Animal Watch, and today we're meeting the timber dog. Ah!
We all love wolves, but it's extremely hard having a pure wolf as a pet. Firstly, they don't like being domesticated and trapped inside a house. Secondly, they'll destroy your house and disobey you. Thirdly, it's illegal to keep a full-blood wolf inside a house in most countries. So today we are exploring a new wolf dog breed that looks like a wolf, but we are told actually acts like a dog. Will he be a good pet, or will he be just another wolf lookalike that will wreck your house, disobey you, and make your life a living hell? Today we tell you everything about the new breed, the timber dog. Game of Thrones brought us wolves in such a glamorous light that it gave us the desire to have a pet wolf. But sadly with this, people jumped into buying high-content wolf dogs that really do not live well inside the house. This meant many being surrendered to wolf sanctuaries around the world. So today I'm meeting a low-content wolf dog that looks very similar to a wolf and almost identical to the Game of Thrones wolves. He's called the timber dog. Will he be everything we've dreamed of him being, and will he behave like a dog rather than a wolf? And how does he differ from the other wolf lookalike breeds that we have already met on Animal Watch, such as the Northern Inuit, the Tamaskan, the Czechoslovakian wolf dog, and the Saarloos?
Hello!
Hi, Anneka!
Nice to meet you!
Hi!
Hi!
Welcome to the Timber Dogs.
Timber dogs! I've heard so much about them. Look, aren't they gorgeous? So who have we got here?
This is Drogo.
Drogo.
Drogo's 9.5-year-old male.
Oh, he's
and,
big, isn't he?
He's been a stud.
Hello. Oh, little girl.
And she's 5 years old. She turned 5 years old in June.
And these are basically wolf
Stop.
lookalikes.
We class them as a wolf lookalike. They vary in wolf content from as little as 4 to as much as about 17%. And it depends on the bloodlines we use, obviously, is what we get.
Yeah. We're going to find out
Drogo.
everything today
Sit down.
about these dogs, aren't we?
Stop it.
And he's
He's
barking,
very- he's
so there
very
you
chatty.
go.
He
They
does-
bark as well as
Well,
howl.
actually, this dog never barks
Oh, he
at
knows
home.
he's on camera then,
he never
doesn't
barks
he?
at home.
These dogs certainly were beautiful, and some were absolutely huge and leggy. There were a couple of giant male dogs that really looked the part, with a natural agouti wolf coat, long legs and a presence that was really noble and dignified. They greeted me politely and with confidence, something super impressive as many wolf dogs still have a nervous nature from their wolf content. Maggie Player is known for her love of the timber dog. She has worked hard refining the looks and temperament of the breed over many years so people can safely have them as pets. So how well has she done? I had a chat with a couple of people who have had these dogs as pets to find out their experience.
Well, I'm here with Allan and I'm here with Remus, and he's a magnificent example. He's so tall. He's such a big male. What is it like living with a timber dog?
They're great. They're very friendly. We've got grandkids. They come round. He doesn't bother them. The only thing you've got to watch, because he's so big, they might knock them. The only thing I've got to watch with him is if I'm halfway through a book and I put it down and I forget where I put it, I'll come back and find it in bits.
My Czech male used to eat all my books.
Yeah, he's a book destroyer.
You said that he's been embarked at around 8% roughly.
About
wolf.
that, yeah.
He's got the looks, but it's low enough that he's got a nice dog-like temperament. I've met him today. He doesn't know who I am. I'm a total stranger. He's fantastic. His temperament is unbelievable.
Yeah, he comes to work with me every day, and I work in an office, middle of Milton Keynes, and he'll just stay in the office all day. He's a good excuse to get out for a walk at lunchtime. The team all like him. He just lies down on the floor and he just sit there and be quiet. They're not a dog you can leave in the house on their own. They want to be with you. I've got two, and I've got to be careful where I let them off. But when I do let them off in the fields, they practice killing each other.
So basically his hard play is probably quite similar to a Czech Wolfdog's
Yeah.
hard play, or a German Shepherd I should say, that they do need some kind of release in order to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, first thing he'll do when he let him off is he'll chase her, he'll grab her by the tail, pull her down and straight for the throat. He'll then do that about 2 or 3 times. She gets fed up with it, and he realises unless he lets her do it to him, she'll stop playing.
Oh really?
So then he lets her beat him up.
So if you had a pheasant or a deer running by, would he still come back or would he run after the pheasant?
If you catch him very early, I mean very early, he's okay. If you're not watching when it happens, he's gone. They have got a very strong
Okay.
prey drive.
Can he jump over a 6-foot wall?
He could if he wanted to.
But he chooses to stay near you,
He
does
chooses to stay. So if they go in the garden, they dig. They're diggers.
Yeah, well that's from the Nordic breeds that love
Yeah.
digging, just to keep themselves cool and for the fun of it. What's he like in public when you meet, say, another male dog?
He is fine. He doesn't initiate, but he will react. If the other dog reacts to him, he will fight back.
Okay.
But he doesn't initiate it.
It's just such a pleasure to meet such a wonderful example of a wolf lookalike, and thank you so much for talking to us today.
You're very welcome.
So we got little Bear here, and Bear is 4 months.
4 months, yeah, just over 4 months old now.
And Bear has got huge feet.
Hence the reason we called him Bear.
For a 4-month-old, those are massive. So he's going to grow into a very big dog. So what's your experience been like with the timber dogs so far?
He's just laid back, friendly, gets on with other dogs, he gets on with children,
Easy to train?
easy to train, yeah.
Quiet in the house?
He has his mad moments, but he's a pup.
He's so chilled.
That's
He
what
looks
it's been
like a
like.
little wolf, but
Yeah.
without all the fuss of having a
Yes.
wolf, which
Yes.
is just crazy. So
Yes.
yeah, beautiful, really
Yes.
lovely.
Thank
Look at
you.
him, cutie pie.
You're a good boy.
So quizzy.
Well, everything I'd heard so far was extremely encouraging and positive. Not to mention the dogs had been so well behaved around me. They'd never met me before and were really comfortable with me touching them and being close to them. Like Nordic breeds and German Shepherds though, these dogs were a little aloof in public, always having one eye on everything going around them, and also where their human mum or dad was, which showed their loyalty. I sat down with Maggie to discuss the breed, how it was created, and what type of person this breed would suit.
Well, everybody loves wolves, but what do you do when you can't have a wolf in your house? You have a wolf lookalike. So if you like Game of Thrones and you love the dogs that look fantastic, but are biddable and you can have them in your house, these guys are fantastic. So how many years ago was it created?
The original timber dogs of this line were created in 2012. They were created by a lady called Jules Bennett, and she did that by using very old line Utonagan lines, and then they were outcrossed to her Northern Inuit male that came from older hill lines, and that first litter produced 6 puppies and she kept 3 of them. So one of them was Drogo's father, Rocky, and then there were 2 females, and they were the original start of the timber dog for the Timber Dog Club.
They are very friendly. They are very confident. They don't mind me being a complete stranger going up and touching them.
No.
They're not spooky. They don't want to run away. They've behaved impeccably.
Our owners do a wonderful job. We produce what we feel are the most valuable things for those puppies to learn in the first 8 weeks. So once we've done that, they take on the mantle, and we've been very lucky that the majority of them have done fantastic jobs with them. They've really listened. Some of them have been first-time owners, never had one before, and they've done some very, very good work with them. We've got them doing agility, we've got some of them doing man trailing. There are those who love wolves, they'd love to own a wolf, but with the work you have to put into wolf dogs, as you know yourself, they're not for everybody.
No.
So the next best thing is the wolfier we can make them, but the most delicate behaviour, the easy behaviour, the nice personalities we can give them to make them wonderful family companions.
I need to be very clear with the viewers when we say easy.
So if you compare them to a domestic breed dog, then no, they're not easy.
Yes.
They have a more dominant streak.
Now, I've had Czech wolf dogs myself,
Yeah.
but Czech wolf dogs can be tricky in public. In other words, they've got an edge. These dogs, they have that biddability that a Czech has, that connection with
Yes.
the owner. They're very easygoing, they're very trainable, they're very loyal, but they're sweet. Most of my viewers are going to have dogs
Pets.
for pets.
Yeah.
What do they need to do? I mean, these dogs, obviously, if they've got pack dogs in their ancestry, they're going to need company, aren't they?
We always suggest, especially if you haven't had them before, just 1, a good year under your belt, 2 if you can manage it, So you learn from your mistakes, because we all make mistakes when it's our first dog, and then look at buying another one to keep them company, and use the older one to help bring on the younger one.
Because it's a known thing to say, don't get siblings, don't get two puppies at the same time, because they fixate on one another. Then you can't train them.
I mean, people talk a lot about sibling aggression and all the rest of it. It's more
distraction, just playing with each other.
It's more the fact that trying to train two young puppies is impossible. They bond with each other more than they bond with you. So when you try and separate them for training, one will scream and the other one's not there.
You just want to concentrate on one, and then if you want a second one, bring it in maybe 2 years later or something.
By which time we hope you've got a nice level-headed dog, and it will help to bring on the second one anyway.
Drogo's done some campaigns, hasn't he?
He has, yes. He's done a couple of advertising campaigns. He does make a very good model, except for days when it's exceptionally hot and he's absolutely exhausted, bless him. He's 9.5 years old. He does Smart Bath, which is an additive made to complete raw food diets for dogs. They wanted a wolfy dog, and I think they used the slogan, hungry like the wolf. People want an animal that looks wolfy, that they can use, that is not going to be hard work for them to work with.
So what do you see in the future for these dogs?
The future is, we'd like people to know about them. A lot of people love wolves in our country, fortunately. They are another option to the other wolfy breeds out there, because they are different. Their temperament is very different. They're not for everyone, but they are very, very pleasant dogs to own.
In conclusion, these were gentle, very confident and beautifully natured dogs. A real credit to the breed. They looked absolutely gorgeous and wolf-like, but would behave in a public space, which is a great thing. They were super loyal to their owners and would pull to get back to them, which was amazing, showing a real desire to stay close to their human. However, don't let this fool you, as they still have the independence of a husky underneath, which can mean off-leash walking isn't encouraged, unless you want to lose them. They definitely matched the sweetness and confidence of the Tamaskan, but many were a lot larger, which was really cool. They had more wolf-like natural markings than the Northern Inuits, who were beautiful in character, but I feel still had more Nordic breed husky type markings. These dogs were much better behaved than the Czechoslovakian wolf dogs I'd met and owned, who can have a dominant edge in public. And they were way more confident than the Saarloos breed, that still can be too nervous in a public area. In fact, this breed was very similar to the viral video of the woman and her dog in Paris I discussed in a previous episode. They were tall enough to have been this breed, and some were quite similar looking to Czechoslovakian wolf dogs. Anyway, I would absolutely recommend this breed if you love wolves as a wolf alternative. And the only thing you need to be is someone with experience with a large working breed type, such as a German Shepherd or a Husky, as these are still dogs that are descended from these large breeds and will still need a strong owner, a good amount of daily exercise and plenty of toys and distractions to keep them entertained mentally and physically. Also, the dogs we had met today were a credit to their owners, who had worked hard socialising them and training them. These dogs aren't automatically amazing like this. You, as an owner, must put in the hard work to get the results. But good luck if this dog is for you, as he is a wonderful alternative to a full-blood wolf. Let's leave these beautiful wild wolves in the wild, where they are happiest, and give a home to a dog who is happiest with a human.
If people want to find out more about these, what websites? Are you on Facebook?
We are on Facebook. We have the Timber Dog Club Facebook page. There is a Timber Dog Club website as well on Google.
And what's your website?
Shima Onida.
Okay, I'll write that on the screen so you can find it easily. And then people can send you questions.
They can ask us questions. We have a private group, but any public member can join to see regular pictures and photos. All the owners post their dogs.
And if you're based in the UK as well, I mean, we've come today to film with the Timber Dogs because they've had this lovely dog show today where everyone can come together. And say, for instance, you're thinking maybe you'd quite fancy a wolf lookalike like a Timber Dog. You can always pop by to one of these little shows, which is like a fun dog show. And you can just meet them, talk to the owners, they can tell you about their experiences. And if you enjoyed this episode of Animal Watch on the amazing Timber Dog, then give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel by clicking the button in the bottom hand corner, and tune in every week where we'll be bringing you more amazing episodes on dogs, wolves, animal rescue and conservation. Bye for now.